The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Welcome to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is our only reward. I am your host, Andy. We have the whole crew here, as we always do. Nicholas, you are on Instagram at nwalt25.tutp. Say hey to listeners.
Evening, Governor. Wait, is it dot or underscore? I can't remember.
I'm showing a dot.
Then I believe you.
Okay.
All right, maybe I have another one with
I have
underscore.
a feeling if they searched nwalt25, they're gonna
find me.
Yeah. Brian, BM Queener, the host of tonight's trivia.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
How you feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
Yeah, you like what you've written for us?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm curious to learn about it. Kelly, K_Ray 22. What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Hi. Ooh, that's very somber. Everything all right over there?
I'm tired.
Are you? I'm getting that vibe, actually. The Good Doctor. Good. DR13 on Instagram. How we doing over there, Doc?
Hey, everybody.
Ooh, there's the energy I was looking for.
Wow.
Can't control the volume of my voice.
Oh, man, that's great. That's a great video, or a great, very quotable movie. All right. As I mentioned, Brian is going to host our trivia tonight. He has dropped a hint on us. We're a little nervous about the topic. You, of course, know it already. It is American cults.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be rough.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about going into a trivia about that.
No 3.
Well, that's 4 more than I know, to steal a line from Nick.
Forgot about that one.
That's early. What's that? National Parks. Go check that out. Episode 4. All right. First thing we're going to do is hit the question of the week. This comes from a listener. She's a dedicated listener. Cammie is her name. It came in through Instagram. What song would you pick as the staple song in your life? Man, that is open to interpretation. She goes on to say the song that never gets old and is always at the top of your playlist.
Man, I have a bunch of those.
I know, right? I mean, we could do a whole show on this topic.
I have a lot of those. Yeah.
Well, we got to narrow it down.
I can do one.
I'm going to give you one and maybe an honorable mention just because I like to listen to all the time.
Yeah, you
drive Scott nuts.
I'm going to give you a multiple choice.
Yeah.
Any song off the Bob Marley Legend album.
Oh, that is your. I think you've described that previously as that's how your heart beats.
Correct.
Yeah, I hear you there. Doc, I want you to pick mine because you know it.
I do?
You definitely know it because when we listeners, when we were at the bar, we don't do that too much anymore, but when it's time to play the jukebox, we often hand our phone to Scott when we buy tokens in the touch tunes. And he always plays this song for me.
Okay, well, I have one in mind, and it is Peaceful, Easy Feeling by the Eagles.
Nailed it.
Wow.
That is my song.
That or Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
that's also a good one.
Anything
Or
in her
Whitney.
catalog,
Peaceful, Easy Feeling by the Eagles. It is just, it is telling the story of being with the person you're meant to be with. Wherever she is my comfort zone.
Or he.
For me. I'm talking about for me.
He was too.
Or he.
Right, exactly.
He didn't stutter.
Or one of you, I guess. But yeah, no, that is, I can never imagine getting sick of that song.
Oh,
nice.
Great song.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, who's up?
I'll go.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, this is an impossible question for me. So I am going to go with not based on content, but Your Love by The Outfield to me is like a quintessential 80s song. As soon as you hear it, you're immediately back in the mid 80s and it never gets old. I mean, it's about cheating on your girlfriend or significant other.
I don't think I knew that.
So the content is awful, but the song is like so quintessentially 80s that it never gets old. I will never skip it if it comes on the radio or on my, through Apple Music or whatever. It's just, to me, always on in my head, playing in the background.
Joe's is on a vacation far away.
Did you see the video I sent you?
I haven't watched it, no.
Okay, so during the Blues game the other night, Blues playoffs playing at Winnipeg, that song came on, and they have video of the coach, the Blues coach, he was singing it.
Oh,
yeah.
He was on in the bench, like in the middle of the game, like he's looking up and he's singing. I'm like, that's fantastic.
It wasn't that song, was it?
Yeah, it was Your Love. Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah,
Nice.
I was like, that's fantastic.
Nice. Mine doesn't really speak as far as like, being meaningful or having something to do with my life per se, but it is Thuggish Ruggish Bone by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay.
I love
I
that.
kind of thought that was coming.
Yeah.
I kind of did.
It's always on the top of my list, and it's significant. So it came out, I want to say, in 94. And this is at the time,
right.
graduating 8th grade, going into high school. And it's been mentioned before, I went to a Catholic grade school. So not a lot of exposure to all different types of art.
Thug life.
Yes. Thug life. Yeah. So it was at the park. I want to say it was like the bonfire for a football game. Mm-hmm. And the DJ put on that song, and I heard that song for the first time and instantly fell in love with rap music from that point forward.
Oh, really? That was
the song.
Entry into hip hop.
That was the song.
Wow.
He bought a gun the next day.
His wardrobe changed.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
My entire life changed after that moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very good. That's funny that you have such a defined and specific memory of that
Yeah,
song. I mean, I guess that's why
There's the moment.
it's the answer. Yeah. B, what do you have here for us, brother?
Yeah, like Scott said, it's kind of impossible.
Yeah,
I mean, I
totally.
have one. I'd have to go with Two Step by the Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
Actually, I might go with Two Step by just him and Tim Reynolds. Actually, live acoustic.
Off the album you mentioned
I
in
love
a
that
previous
album.
episode.
So
Your-
that's
your
if I had to
Desert
pick
Island.
one, that would probably be it.
Mm-hmm.
Close second though might be "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Like, because if you're stuck somewhere by yourself, it's gonna make you feel good. It's a feel good song.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's a
it is,
shoulder shaker.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
No.
All right. Well, thank you, Cammie, for submitting that question for us to discuss. If you would like to submit your question, we are sweetening the deal. We have coupon codes for our merch that we are prepared to send you if you send your question in, and we use it on air. So don't send a stinker in. Make it a good one. We'll select it, and then we'll reach back out to you to get you that coupon code. Otherwise, you can get it to us through our email address, theultimatetriviapodcast@gmail.com, the website, theultimatetriviapodcast.com, and all the same social media sites you've been engaging with us already. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Brian,
Yep. Yes, sir.
ready to rock?
Let's do it.
Mike's all yours.
All right, so as Andy mentioned, we're diving into the world of American cults. So today's trivia is a little different as we're doing multiple choice. So
Oh, thank
we're
goodness.
going to give
God.
a chance and see how that goes.
Now I suddenly feel at least I got a fighting chance here a little.
So,
Maybe a 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah. Well, yeah, ultimately. Well, we don't know how many options.
That's true,
there's.
too.
good math.
Next.
American cults are often characterized by strong, charismatic leaders, extreme devotion to a set of beliefs or a person, and a tendency to manipulate and isolate members. Many cults also feature an apocalyptic worldview, emphasizing the imminent end of the world and salvation through the cult's teachings. While some cults are overtly religious, others may be based on political ideologies or self-help systems. So, are you boys ready to do this?
So religion.
Easy slugger. We don't want to alienate anybody. But yeah, they do seem to either be religiously tied specifically. I can't say I can. Well, I can't think of really any, but about one or two of them. But
You may not fare well then.
yeah, I'm going to struggle. All right. Well, let's begin the misery. Huh?
All right, here we go.
It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on American cults. It will be multiple choice, and Brian is our host tonight. Here's how it works. He'll read the questions. We'll write the answers on our whiteboards. We're probably just going to write the letters. When he says reveal, we'll have to give it to him. And when he awards us a point, Nick will tally. And if not, well, I don't know if we have enough insults because it's going to get pretty ugly in here with the wrong answer. So
Right.
we'll just see who ends up on top today. Take it away, B.
All right. You guys ready to do it? Question number 1. Which cult was led by Jim Jones and ended in a mass suicide in Jonestown, Guyana in 1978? A. Heaven's Gate. B. The Manson family. C. People's Temple. Or D. The Branch Davidians.
Okay. Actually, I lied. I'm going to write the actual answer down because I
I think
can't
we should.
remember which one it actually is associated with.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember them all then.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think you'd be okay either way, right?
You're okay
But,
with just
yeah.
the letter?
You can do the letter or the answer. I mean,
Can we get it one more time? I don't remember
Yep.
the questions.
Which cult was led by Jim Jones and ended in a mass suicide in Jonestown, Guyana in 1978? A, Heaven's Gate, B, the Manson family, C, People's Temple, or D, the Branch Davidians?
Thank you for rereading those options.
Absolutely.
All right.
Wow. Do you guys actually have an idea on this?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got it
A
down
process
to
of
50-50.
elimination.
Yeah, I know. I got
Yeah.
2.
Oh.
I got it down to 50-50.
All right. You guys
I
ready?
know it's not 2.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and reveal.
All right.
Andy has C, People's Temple. We got A, Heaven's Gate from Nick, Heaven's Gate from Scott, and People's Temple from Kelly. The correct answer is C, People's Temple.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, Kelly.
Good job, Andy.
Thank you.
Jones, started the cult, I think, originally in San Francisco.
Jim Jones.
And then ended up down in South America. But yeah, he promised a utopian society, but it ended in a mass suicide with over 900 people losing their lives.
Was that the Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid one or the Flavor Aid one? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of that particular one.
I remember. What year was it?
Yeah, let's give
1978.
I was going to say I remember that.
born that
It was
Was the People's what?
Temple.
People's
People's Temple.
Obviously.
Yeah, I've never heard of that
I actually
one.
watched the special.
I mean, I think,
years ago.
I think a lot of people are familiar with the phrase, drinking
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, drinking the
I'm
Kool-Aid.
pretty sure that's where it came from.
Yeah, so which is tied to that.
Got
But
Isn't that when a senator got shot too? Like he went down there to help a government?
Yeah, there was like a Netflix or something. I watched it a few years
Look at
ago.
the
There was a
big brain.
special on it.
This guy.
yeah.
Big brain on Kelly over there.
All right, question number 2. What was the infamous belief of Heaven's Gate cult members that led to their mass suicide in 1997? A, the world was ending in 2000. B, a spaceship was trailing the Hale-Bopp comet. C, they were reincarnated gods. Or D, they would be saved by aliens in the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, man.
All of the above.
Oh, yeah, right? Okay. I actually think I have an answer here.
Yeah, I vaguely remember this, but we'll see.
Anybody want me to read that again?
Yeah, let's do it one more
Sure.
time.
I thought this was the Kool-Aid one.
What was the infamous belief of Heaven's Gate cult members that led to their mass suicide in 1997? A, the world was ending in 2000. B, a spaceship was trailing the Hale-Bopp comet. C, they were reincarnated gods. Or D, they would be saved by aliens in the Bermuda Triangle.
Man.
All are very plausible,
Yeah.
which makes it difficult
They're
to
all
choose.
very common sense beliefs. That's why this is tough. It's real tough.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All adds up.
yeah. They got me sold on not even one of these 4.
Yeah. Well,
Except for the mass suicide part.
yeah, that's the trigger.
Everybody got something?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, let's reveal. Andy has B, the Hale-Bopp comet. We have Saved by Aliens from Nick. Hale-Bopp comet by Scotty, and the Hale-Bopp comet by Kelly. The correct answer is the Hale-Bopp comet.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
all right.
Okay.
So they believe
Two
that
for
death
two.
would take their souls to an alien spacecraft behind the comet.
Was this the one with the Nikes?
Naturally.
They were all wearing the same
I
Nikes?
think that was the Jim Jones one earlier.
Oh, man, I really got it
It's the
backwards.
Kool-Aid.
then.
I think it's the Kool-Aid one. Yeah.
This one's the Kool-Aid one?
No,
No,
The Nike one was the
Nike
Kool-Aid
shoe
one.
one.
People's Temple.
Oh, jeez. No idea.
I have to
I'm so
admit.
lost.
I've heard of this one at least. I remember the Hale-Bopp comet, and so I
Oh.
remember it being tied to that. But when this sort of news came on, I can't say that I locked in on it. So
I've never even heard of the comment either.
I'm 2
Oh.
for 2, baby.
Oh, I was looking for something to believe in, so I was lost. So I remember a lot of these.
You really? Okay, that's. I mean, I can
It's
see that for you.
poppycock.
I
Actually.
remember the spaceship. That's all I remember.
But you on the spaceship?
He's a nut job.
All right, guys. So we are going into question 3. So Charles Manson claimed to receive messages through which famous musical group's songs? A, the Rolling Stones, B, the Beatles, C, Led Zeppelin, or D, Pink Floyd?
Give me the options again.
A, the Rolling Stones, B, the Beatles, C, Led Zeppelin, or D, Pink Floyd?
I actually am
And I actually
putting out
consider-
an answer.
I actually consider this a layup.
That
so I'm a little surprised.
This is a layup?
I thought it was a layup.
Right.
Like, I really did.
Oh, God. I'm definitely out of my element. Man. This is tough.
I don't know the answer, I think there might be a hint of it in the brain somewhere, but it's different than the one that feels right.
None of this feels right to me.
Well, they're cults. That's why it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, well, touche.
I started
Good point, good
right
point.
down before you gave the options.
Yeah,
I'm like, I nailed it, and it wasn't.
None of
that.
it was.
wow.
Really?
Okay.
Son of a.
Did you leave it? You should have left it.
No, I did not leave it. But I'll tell you why I changed my answer. Well,
Well, obvious.
because it wasn't a
Because it
choice.
wasn't an option.
But I changed. I wrote down my answer for a
specific reason.
Specific
Okay.
reason. So
All right, we ready?
yes, sir.
Sure.
All right, let's go. We got D, Pink Floyd from Andy. We got the Rolling Stones from Nick. We got the Beatles from Scotty. The Beatles from Kelly. The correct answer is the Beatles.
Wow.
Specifically, he thought the song Helter Skelter was a prophecy of an apocalyptic race war.
Oh,
name of his
well,
book.
that makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Book
knew
about
that.
him.
I knew that. It was his
When
book.
Brian said, "I think this is a layup," because he's such a Beatles fan, that's why I went with the Beatles.
Oh.
Oh, it's like,
Gotcha.
my bad.
Okay.
Dang, I didn't think about
Hey,
that.
you got to
You
know
gotta
the
be
man.
you got to be in tune. Yeah,
That's right. You
Well,
don't play
to
the
me,
cards.
like,
you
but
play
I
the-
it's
think-
not
when I
about
think
being
of that-
smart.
I knew that one, but like what I'm thinking, I think of Helter Skelter and then that connect the Beatles afterwards because Helter Skelter, like you said, was
Yes.
I mean, that was a big,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so number 4, guys, you ready? Which cult was involved in a deadly 1993 standoff with the FBI in Waco, Texas? A, Scientology, B, the 12 Tribes, C, the Branch Davidians, or D, the Family International?
Like I know this cult, like as far as the guy. I'm not 100% sure on the,
Remember the
the
name of
actual
it,
answer.
Are you making up the other options? Because I haven't heard of the rest of. Well, Scientology,
No.
I have, of course.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making them up.
It's kind of
That's
a
fun.
Good. That's good.
That
kind
would
of
have been fun. I should have.
That would have been
That
a
would have
lot
been
of
kind of fun, actually.
Oh yeah, it really made me look stupid.
Yeah, ditto.
You know.
it's kind of a cult of personality.
Oh,
Ah, well
really?
done. Well done.
All right.
All right, you guys got something?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's reveal. We got the Branch Davidians from Andy. We got the Branch Davidians from Nick, from Scott, and from Kelly, and that is the correct answer.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's the only one I knew coming in.
Oh,
So let's go ahead and jump in that a little bit. So anybody know how long that siege lasted? It was quite a deal.
78 days.
I don't know where that came from, but no.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
23.
it was 51
This
days.
should have been a
Okay.
typewriter.
was a
78.
while.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
It lasted a long time. So
was a long
76
time.
people were killed,
I mean, the
including the leader, David Koresh.
rest.
And-
That's the name.
image in my head is a tank driving its turret through a
Mhm.
stone wall of some kind.
Yeah.
That's
Well, and I think it was actually a standoff with the ATF until the very end when the FBI came
Yep.
in.
yeah. Who was the lead agent? Is it Furman?
No,
No.
that was
That's
OJ.
OJ,
But the lead agent, I just
like,
watched
it was
this
like a rogue guy.
documentary.
right?
He was rogue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, not the X-Men lady, but
Oh no, no. I'm like,
I'm going to go with either Tommy Lee Jones or
it's controversial. Yeah, that's funny.
he went off book.
Yeah, that's right.
He's gone rogue.
All right, so we're moving on to question 5. After that, we're going to get a score check from Nicholas.
Got it.
So, which famous actor was born into the Children of God cult? Is it A, Keanu Reeves, B, Joaquin Phoenix, C, Johnny Depp, or D, Leonardo DiCaprio? Which famous actor was born into the Children of God cult? Keanu
Like,
Reeves,
I know this.
Joaquin
actually.
Phoenix, Johnny Depp, or Leonardo DiCaprio?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I dreamt it, but I feel okay about this.
I've never heard of this either.
Yeah.
Have you?
I don't know, but I think
Nah,
so.
I don't think I have. I
One
feel
of them
like I'm
made sense.
50-50, but I still have.
There were 2 names that popped into my head, and one of them appeared on
Oh,
this
really?
sheet.
Okay.
So-
Dang it.
Go with that.
that's of course what we're doing.
complete shot in the dark.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
got something?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's reveal. We got B, Joaquin Phoenix from Andy. Joaquin
crazy.
Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix all the way around, and that is the correct answer.
Wow. Okay.
He was born into that cult and raised for a brief time in the cult, him and his siblings, and they left it at a later
I think Rose McGowan was in that too.
think
Why do
so.
I know that? I don't know. I heard
know.
that somewhere.
Yep.
And then there was a guy from Smallville or something too. At some.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. No.
I'm going to have to trust
Superman?
Yeah, I don't know. Dean Cain.
He was Kryptonian, not Holtian. Okay, that's not the same thing.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
All right, so we've been through 5. Let's get a score check. Nick, what you
All
got?
right, I am bringing up the rear with 2. Shocked that I have that many. Scott and Andy both have 4. K-Ray, 5 for 5.
Twisted
Oh, look
and
at that.
demented.
Wow.
over there.
Perfect game on the multiple choice so far.
Mhm.
Nice.
Good stuff.
He's a good guesser.
Yeah, I like letters.
All right, so let's push on here to number 6. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. The Church of Scientology was founded by which science fiction writer? A. Isaac Asimov, B. Ray Bradbury, C. Philip K. Dick, or D. Ron Hubbard? Let me repeat the D. It's actually L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh, okay.
So the Church of Scientology was founded by which science fiction writer?
Like, is his name Elron, like Elron, or the letter
L.
L?
Period.
Aaron. What?
So A. Isaac Asimov, B. Ray Bradbury, C. Philip K. Dick, or D. L. Ron Hubbard?
This is the first one I actually feel good about.
Really?
Yeah.
100%.
I got
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Hundo, yeah.
Feel pretty good.
Okay. Well, there we go.
All right.
All right, let's reveal.
Okay.
We got Ron Hubbard, Ron Hubbard all the way around, and that is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Why? If
I don't
you
know.
guys know
I just that name.
I mean,
know
I've
the name.
watched several documentaries about the Church of
So the name
Scientology.
association.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
wrote Dianetics and claimed it is the foundation for spiritual enlightenment.
What did he write?
What is it called?
Dianetics.
Dianetics.
Hmm.
Kelly, you read that one? You're a reader.
I did not read that, but like Scott, I've seen several
Yeah.
documentaries on this weirdo.
He just kept trying different things. Science fiction writer. I think Dianetics was a mental health book. Eventually, came up with this Church of
Religion-ish.
Scientology. Yeah.
Still going,
He
right?
wrote a fiction.
yeah, it's very
he wrote
much
he
alive.
wrote some fiction.
living
and people
fiction.
are like, "Hey, that sounds like a good idea."
Right. Right.
All right.
All right, moving on to number 7. Someone alluded to this earlier, I believe. Which cult recruited members from college campuses and dressed in identical blackout Nike shoes? Was it A, the Children of God, B, the Source Family, C, Heaven's Gate, or D, Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
All right, I got to hear the
Yeah.
at least the options again.
I'll read, yeah. Which cult recruited members from college campuses and dressed in identical blackout Nike shoes? Was it A, the Children of God, B, the Source Family, C, Heaven's Gate, or D, Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
Throwing a dart. That's all. I got nothing.
Hang on here. I got to write something.
Kelly, you feel good? You came up with a quick one.
I'm 50-50.
Really?
I
You've heard of this, though.
Yes, I have.
So the Nikes, well, I don't want to
Sorry, Brian.
away, but the Nikes I was referencing earlier were not blacked out.
What are the name? Just the options again.
Yeah. A, Children of God, B, the Source Family, C, Heaven's Gate, or D, Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
Source Family, not Air Force One family.
No.
Okay.
Like Latter-day Saints, like the Mormons?
FLDS, baby.
I guess.
Is that a derivative? The fundamental part is derivative of that?
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
It's irrelevant. I'm shooting from the hip here.
Yeah, touche.
Might as well.
All right, let's reveal, boys.
All right.
We got the Children of God from Andy, the Children of God from Nick, Children of God from Scotty, and Heaven's Gate from Kelly. The correct answer is still perfect, Heaven's Gate.
Wow.
Man, I even called it earlier and said that.
So I thought about the fundamentalists just because, the Church of Latter-day Saints, they send out people 2 by 2.
Mm-hmm.
They do go to college campuses. So I
Okay.
thought, maybe the fundamentalist group would do the same thing.
I remember Heaven's Gate, the Hale-Bopp Comet. They all had Nikes on like Forrest Gump wore when he ran.
They dressed the same and made videos of themselves looking the same and doing eerie, farewell videos.
Yeah.
I didn't give you that because we already had a question about it.
Oh, Nick's getting in his head again.
No, seriously, I got it in my own head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's safe.
Yeah. You would think. Now we've got Brian hosting.
Perfect over there.
Mm-hmm.
Calling it.
You calling it? He's going to make it?
No, I'm calling it out so
Okay.
that we can spoil it here. I'm nipping at the heels.
Juju
I
out
think.
there.
Yeah.
I was.
This guy.
All right, question number 8. After this, we'll get a score check. The Children of God cult, later renamed the Family International, was known for using what controversial practice? Was it A, bloodletting rituals, B, polygamy, C, flirty fishing, which is using sex to recruit members to the cult, or D, sleep deprivation as initiation?
I'm such a loss.
I'm going to need him again.
Yeah. The Children of God cult, later renamed the Family International, was known for using what controversial practice? Was it A, bloodletting rituals, B, polygamy, C, flirty fishing, which is using sex to recruit followers, and then D, sleep deprivation as initiation?
Man, this is going to hit with a very specific audience. Right?
It is?
Well, yeah, I think so.
What, you're
Listeners?
saying this episode in general?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like
Absolutely.
the question.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Certainly documentary people.
Yeah.
Who will
I
watch.
agree. An Americana, right? I mean, this is pop culture-y, not in the sense that we typically refer to it as. But
Yeah.
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 I mean, a lot of times it's both interesting and disturbing at the same time.
well said.
Yeah.
I'm sure Brian's other friends in his weird chat groups that he's in, that when they discuss this stuff, I'm sure they're going to be listening to this episode.
Is this
for
where he
sure.
goes when he works on Tuesday nights?
The mafia stuff. You
Yeah.
said you want to be a hitman whenever we were trading
Right.
services. I mean,
Right.
Some dark things going on over here.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
you might want to talk to somebody, you know, professional, not someone in a cult, maybe.
Yeah.
And, you know,
That's how it starts.
yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, let's reveal.
Yeah.
All right, we got flirty fishing, bloodletting from Nick, flirty fishing from Scott, and sleep deprivation from Kelly. The correct answer is flirty fishing.
Oh, baby.
They believe that women could convert men to their beliefs through sexual relations.
Well, they are right.
I knew that was the,
That's true.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
it's not really far-fetched.
No, that's
so
real.
I knew this was a thing, and I knew the term, but I had no idea which cult it was
I have to admit,
associated with. And I know polygamy is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I have to admit that I went with it just because of the options available. That's the only one that isn't an obvious option.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
I wanted to go with that one,
Just
but
played it. Yeah.
I'd never heard of that.
Never.
So
All right. Nice job, B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, after 8, let's get a score check.
All right. I am still in last. I have 3. Scott and Andy have 6. Closing that gap with Kelly, who has 7.
All
Baby,
right.
we're
So,
coming
nail
for you.
biter.
We got some, it's coming down.
I'm
to
a
it. I like it.
spectator, but I'll keep playing.
All right, boys, number 9. Which cult leader styled himself as the Lamb of God and claimed to be the final prophet? A, Charles Manson, B, David Koresh, C, Marshall Applewhite, or D, Jim Jones? So which cult leader styled himself as the Lamb of God and claimed to be the final prophet? You got Manson, David Koresh, Marshall Applewhite, or Jim Jones?
All right. Kelly, how you feel?
I thought I was 100%, but now I'm 50-50.
Okay.
Just reading those
Yeah.
names. What a
Feel okay.
good group of guys. Solid group of individuals.
You want to have a cup of coffee with a guy?
Yeah.
One of these guys.
Hey, I'd like to listen to that podcast. That's all I'm saying. Just put those four
My
in a row.
eyes would bleed if I had to listen to that.
All right.
Oh, Kelly's
Oh,
second
Kelly's
guessing.
second guess.
No.
Do it. Come on, you flirty fish. Do it.
That's his new nickname.
We got something, boys? All right, we do.
Hang on, Kelly. Are you ready?
All right, we got David Koresh from Andy, Jim Jones from Nick, David Koresh from Scotty, and Charles Manson from Kelly.
We got a tie game, baby.
The correct
Oh.
answer is David Koresh.
Wow.
Is that what you were going to switch to?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
I couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So he took control of the Branch Davidians and stockpiled weapons and preps for the end of the times.
I just remember the movie about that and him saying, "I'm the Lamb of God."
Yeah.
Dang it!
That was a good. Was that a Netflix too with Taylor?
Idiot.
Kirsch?
Taylor Kirsch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
that's right.
He played David Koresh. I think,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
One of the Culkin boys was in it. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Didn't
The
watch
actual-
it, obviously.
And the actual documentary they did on Netflix on it was interesting as well.
Was it a what do they call it? Where they acted out, or they actually show scenes and have
Docudrama?
actors? Docudrama, yeah.
No, it was actual footage.
was
and
a
stuff.
movie.
Yeah,
That's cool.
footage and stuff. The Taylor Kirsch was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, coming down to one question here.
Nail
I'm
biter.
just going to tell you right now, this is the easiest question of the night, I think.
In your opinion, are you serious?
In my opinion, the easiest
Oh
question.
boy.
As a cult expert,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but it is an easy one.
as a fan of cults,
So if you do get it wrong, you're gonna okay.
What you're gonna be insulted if we don't know about the cult? If we're not gonna be
Simple
friends
one.
anymore because we don't know about the cult?
I think you'll find out when I ask the question. It's
I'm
very
writing a calculus trivia next week.
I have no confidence.
I wanna say so
you're
many
fine.
things, but
You're
I
fine.
can't.
You're fine.
okay, all
I
right.
shan't.
Which of the following is considered a new religious movement, but is often criticized as a cult due to its secretive nature and celebrity involvement? A. Zen Buddhism. B. Scientology. C. Hare Krishna. Or D. Mormonism.
Lay up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're saying.
That's. I don't think I need to read it again, do I?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, here we go.
When I look at Nick, I just remember the Titans.
Oh, that's number.
All right, we got Scientology from Andy and all the way around, and that is the correct answer.
All right.
Wow.
Good job, Nick.
Thanks.
It's been a while.
Despite legal recognition as a religion, it faced scrutiny for alleged coercive practices and aggressive legal tactics. I think there's been a lot of documentaries and stuff on this, and it's very interesting. But wow,
You think it's generally accepted as a cult as opposed to a religion?
Yeah. If you
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, my brain would lean that way anyway, but I'm a little bit cynical to that sort of thing anyway, as Kelly is as
Yeah.
well.
Tell me the difference.
Well, I'd prefer not to get into that debate on the air, but
You started it.
yeah, you're right. I did start.
Well, after the 10 rounds, I'll go ahead and jump in for you there, B.
I boned
Yeah,
that
sorry, I
one.
was waiting.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. I ended up with 4, which I'm kind of impressed with. And then we have a 3-way tie with the rest of you. 8
Wow.
each.
Wow.
8 out of 10.
We ever had a three-way tie going into it?
I have.
But going into a tiebreaker?
Yes. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay.
It's happened before.
Dude, what were you thinking?
I don't know.
wasn't thinking anything.
He definitely paused.
I didn't giggle. Andy giggled. Andy got a peaceful, easy feeling and
That's
giggled.
Ryan, tell me you wrote a tiebreaker question.
I did,
Oh,
of course.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let's do it.
So, in February of 1993 until April 19th of 93, there's a 51-day standoff called the Waco Siege, also known as the Waco Massacre. 82 people were killed all in total. How many federal agents were killed during that siege?
Boy. Whoa.
Can we have
82 total died.
Okay.
But how many died from the federal agents?
I'm guessing based that this doesn't no longer exist, it wasn't 82 federal agents. They didn't make it out of there. So obviously they didn't win.
Yeah.
But the question is how many federal agents died?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to clarify.
Yep.
82 total, though.
Correct.
Okay.
How
For some
many
reason,
federal agents?
I'm glad I'm not part of
okay.
this. I feel like I would have heard the question wrong and answered like 103. Out of the 83, I got 103.
All right, I got something. It's a dart throw, as many of our tiebreakers are.
We like them. that
Yeah,
way.
it's
Yeah.
tough.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Ready?
Let's reveal. We got 22 from Andy. I can't see Scott's.
4.
4. We got 3. Congratulations to Dr. Queener. He was on the button.
On
4
the
federal
button.
agents
Wow.
died. 4 federal agents
Oh
died.
man,
I knew it was only a handful, so
Yeah, congratulations. You didn't know that was
all
the
I knew
answer.
was the number of I don't know the exact number, but of Branch Davidians. I thought the number was in the 70s.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then I knew it had to be only a handful of agents. But
Well,
definitely a shot in the dark, like half my guesses in this game.
round of applause is appropriate.
Nope.
Maybe not so much for Kelly, who pulled a Nick on that one. Unfortunately,
come on.
hey,
Hey.
There it is.
I don't like the jokes about me anymore. Let's do something different.
it's kind of what we do, man.
I know. So that was interesting, B.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Cult stuff.
Yeah, something a little different. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I appreciate it. And the
liked
multiple
it.
choice was a ultimate trivia podcast first. Well, not the first time we had it, but as a whole trivia.
Yeah, I know we've
But thank goodness
talked about it
there.
before. Some people don't like it, but I thought, one, it'd be fun to do because we haven't done it, but two, it might be helpful with this topic.
Oh,
I know
for
it's
sure.
not-
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would have had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I wouldn't have changed it though, like my original episode that I had ready it'd have been like 2 to 1 to 3, maybe. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
well.
it was tough. I'm like, that's way too tough. Like when I looked at it again, I'm like, that's
I
too
think
tough.
only Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard would have been the two I would have had, like
L. Ron
without the
Hubbard.
multiple choice.
Is his name Elron? Like E-L?
No,
I thought it was like the letter L.
L
dot.
period Ron
Okay.
Hubbard.
It's just,
Yeah.
it sounds like
F.
Elroy.
Scott Fitzgerald.
Like,
Same thing, I
Exactly.
guess.
Yeah.
Why you effing Scott
Dude,
Fitzgerald?
well,
What did he do to you?
What do you ever do to you?
Okay.
So, V, let me ask you this. Since you're into this kind of thing,
I'm not really.
you
into
seem
it
like
that
you are.
much.
Okay. But for the question, let's just say you are. You get to lead a cult. What kind of cult would you lead? What's your message or whatever? You're jumping on a spaceship too?
Don't forget we're PG-13, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say mine,
Yeah.
but you know, the kids don't. But you know,
Let's check some boxes. Is
a tough question.
polygamy an option?
Of course.
no,
No.
It's not.
no polygamy.
No
That's
polygamy.
All right. How about the Nikes? We can stick.
Yeah,
Can we
are
still get Nikes?
Jordans.
Okay. I'll take that.
Is
No.
everybody dressing the same?
Ooh.
No, I don't like
Okay. I feel like we're just gonna create a cult here right now.
We're creating our own?
As a
We're
group.
just gonna create.
Well,
right?
Can we do
Ryan's the lead of it.
Can we do togas?
Oh yeah.
So we're all,
sheets?
Well,
so they're all
Moo-moos
dressed in the
Really
same.
Cool.
What about
I guess-
moo-moos?
I guess I go with. I'm going to be starting the cult, right? It's my cult. I'm the leader.
Yes.
Snuggies.
It's already
Sounds-
going to your head.
So,
I can hear it in your voice. The tone.
Yeah. So everybody's bald. We start with that. Everybody
No,
is bald.
Everyone has to
You
know
have to
that.
shit your-
It's real
shave your head.
simple.
It's Dave Matthews playing all the time. Everybody's bald. Dave
Naturally.
Matthews. So what else? you
Only
got?
women can join the cult.
Oh, so bald
yeah.
women. I
Flirty
dig
fishing. Flirty fishing.
that. Flirty.
Only women can join the cult. That's
Okay.
it. That's the only rule. Well, I might have some other stipulations.
Yeah.
I got you.
Only women, and they have to call you Dave. Yeah. Call me Dave Matthews. Call me Dave. Two-step on over here.
I'm gonna sing.
That's how they walk. They all have the two-step
I'm
everywhere
gonna
they
cover
go.
some Beatles songs.
That's gold. I like that.
Thank you.
Well played.
I think my cult would be music related. Like
Sure.
we would analyze lyrics to songs and somehow apply that
To the
to the
I
live,
feel like
to the
we
greater
all
beyond.
joined
To the
my
greater-
cult.
They mean
Said
something.
Yeah.
forget you.
right.
They
What
mean
do you-
something like outer worldly.
Yeah, like it becomes the
It's like your
text.
Bible.
Yeah, it becomes your
Yeah.
Bible.
The
your
scripture.
text.
The scriptures
Your
are musical
scripture.
lyrics from the 80s.
Right.
That's far
What does
out.
Bon Jovi have for us today?
He's living on a prayer.
Living
there
on
you
a
go.
prayer.
Living on a
Oh,
prayer.
man.
See,
That's what it's
writes
called.
Itself. Yeah,
People are halfway there.
Yeah.
yeah. The cult would be Bad Medicine. That'd be the name of it.
That's far out, man.
That's definitely how you
far
guys are
out.
killing yourselves with bad medicine.
Bad medicine.
Yeah.
What are they wearing in your music cult?
Oh, a lot of hypercolor.
Daishikis.
Yeah, bright
Dicey.
colors. Yeah,
Big hair.
big hair, leg warmers.
Oh, we're going back to like hair metal 80s,
Yeah.
like heavy
A
metal.
lot of eye makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Right.
I dig it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is great.
All right. Well, B, I think I'll join yours before his, but I have to dress up like a woman, I guess, to get involved in that one.
I might give you a pass.
Oh, you need a right-hand man, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. All right, B, thanks for writing that one, and congratulations to the doctor.
Good job, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. And until then, keep your brain sharp and your bellies laughing.
Sup, trivia freaks and geeks. We're excited to partner with Warrior Logo Wear, a veteran-owned company bringing you exclusive Ultimate Trivia Podcast apparel. No minimum orders, just high-quality gear so you can rep the show in style. Shop now at theultimatetriviapodcast.com or hit up warriorlogowear.com to see what they can do for you.